who I put. I know I put Secret first, but I'm not sure who I put past that for Europe.
Oh, Mouse actually lost their game.
I hear the sounds of it on pause, so hopefully our draft will get underway pretty quick. We're going to start with the Clockwork, Sand King, Tree and Protector, all those annoying 4 positions that are very hard to beat out. Night Stalker's the last remaining melee 4 position. There's not too many left, right? You've got Nyx Assassin, Spirit Breaker.
What do you think about Spirit Breaker? I feel the hero pressures early game, mid game, but he kind of falls off because he doesn't do anything else than that. I mean, he has no tower damage. I don't know. It's hard to farm with him.
He's not like such a good lane dominator or bully. Like he doesn't beat out Clockwork or Night Stalker, right? Like those two can trade head to head, right? So if you look at Spirit Breaker, it feels like Spirit Breaker, in order to be viable, should be able to beat everyone out in that bully
if you're
kind of
lucky with that
role.
17%.
Yeah, I suppose it's possible. A little bit of luck, but if you can't bully everyone out, then why do you kind of pick that hero? Because all these other 4 positions could also tree Night Stalker, but they gotta all do something else. Tree and Protector gives you this heal on towers, super unique. Night Stalker gives you clear vision. Sand King gives you a hard initiator with really good team fight potential. Clockwork level 6, another hard initiator without Blink Dagger.
Well, yeah, I mean, level 2 Spirit Breaker is pretty much the same hero as level 5 Spirit Breaker.
Yeah.
And when you're level 6, you're pretty much the same hero you will be in the game.
For the whole entire game. So we're going to start with the first pick, Nyx Assassin, and Navi going to pick up the Earthshaker and the Bane. I'm never too much of a fan of playing Earthshaker into Nyx Assassin, but it's still a strong hero.
What about playing the Bane? Bane is also pretty much the same hero. Once you hit level 6, I don't know, the hero doesn't scale that good. Okay, you have an Enfeeble. Other than that, the hero has no escape mechanism, has no farm potential at all. I think that's the hero that has the least farm potential in the game.
Yeah, he's just kind of like, he's just got the value of Brain Sap, and that's really the only thing. Like, you can't even say really good things about Fiend's Grip unless you're facing certain heroes, right? Like, okay, if you have Bane, that means Juggernaut can't feel like he could just freely split push and spin TP out all the time, right? Like, you've got at least a threat there, but it's very hero specific. Most of the time, Fiend's Grip isn't really that good at ability just because it doesn't seem to last. In comparison to like another kind of ranged bully,
yeah, he's
like Shadow Shaman, you know?
He is the strongest lane bully probably in the game.
Feel like Shadow Shaman, he does a similar role, but he also gives you this really unique, like, I can threaten towers all by myself. No other support can really do that, right?
Lesh,
that's true.
Yeah. Such interesting bans though. Bloodseeker banned against Vega. They played it a few times in the qualifiers. Also Nature's Prophet. Navi had a lot of success there, but I'm not feeling Nature's Prophet in this patch. Saw it in NA a few times. I mean, the hero needs so much. He's also the lane bully because Treant. I mean, if you come to a lane with 4 Treant protectors who have 36 damage plus some right clicks from the hero, I mean, you can't out-harass him. None of the heroes can. But he needs so much farm to be efficient and has no also escape mechanism. And it's that's the hero you need to have the perfect item build so you can actually fight with.
Yeah.
Can't make any mistakes.
I almost like him more on the support than the core position, simply for that reason. But support Furion is actually like such a hit and miss pickup. Your first couple of rotations don't go well, and you will very rapidly fall out of the game. Queen of Pain is going to be pickup for Navi instead of the Lina, which is typically in this second pick scenario. That's usually your mid pickup, but I mean, Lina, Quap, Puck, they're all kind of the same sort of category.
Yeah,
of
this
right?
feels like the patch designed for Lina. You just hit some clarity potions up, push out the waves, and I've seen in NA a lot of teams, even after Queen of Pain is picked, they still pick Lina. I'm not sure if that's a thing in CIS.
I think that they're grabbing the Queen of King just because they feel like
other team might pick Lina. Yeah.
would rather have Club.
I don't know, both of these heroes are super good early game and through the mid game and scale well into the late game, especially Queen of Pain with Mjolnir, when she hits level 25 with spell lifesteal. It's even better than having a Satanic on certain heroes. But also Lina scales with her level 25. She can just transition into damage dealer.
Lina.
So Vega Squadron are going to accept that matchup. Take the Lina versus the Queen of Pain. Of course, it's not going to be a straight 1v1, especially with now the Wisp being picked up. Very likely, we're going to have the Bane or the Wisp be a partner into that middle lane, and we'll probably have like Nyx Assassin sitting mid with the Lina as well. So
So it's an off-lane Shaker. They might go for Darkseer still. Vega Squadron loves to play it.
5 seconds remaining.
We'd have Darkseer and a lot of not traditional AoE stuns, but they all work, decently well.
Yeah, I mean, they still have a Nyx Assassin, which is a pretty good hero against Darkseer.
Ursa Warrior.
They're actually going to pick up their carry first thing, so Ursa against a Wisp lineup. Could use burst. You get the Aghanim Scepter. You don't have to worry about Bane's Fiend's Grip or Sleep.
Well, they still might consider going Nyx Assassin off lane, even though lately I prefer it to be a position 4. He does so much more. It's not an off lane hero. Can't do really much. Depends on the lineup he's playing against.
I mean, against this lineup, is there any hero that really stands out to you that would be super good? Either
against Bane, it's really hard to lane, and he has a good gank setup. I'm not sure what they're gonna pick for Na'Vi. I don't know, maybe a Sven against Ursa with that extra armor from Warcry.
Yeah, with the Wisp it would be pretty nice.
Yeah.
The weird thing about this Wisp is that he doesn't really have... I wouldn't say that these are the strongest partners, the other two cores, or Shaker and Queen of Pain.
Well, it's decent. They might still go for Thrall. That's one of the heroes Na'Vi likes to play. Also is good against Ursa with Blind.
Yeah, I actually like that a decent amount.
Darkseer. What is there left as an offlaner for Vega?
Legion Commanders out there.
Legion Commanders might be a good idea.
Yeah, removes
against Bane, yeah.
Moves the sleep and stuff. Solid lockdown versus Queen of Pain, Wisp, or Earthshaker. Any of those heroes you like to be able to just get that guaranteed lockdown and follow up damage into. From a support position, I would say Disruptor. If they do throw us a curveball and run Nyx Assassin off lane.
Yeah, that's their signature hero, Seema.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Is there any other offlaners we're forgetting about?
Reserve time.
Enigma is still in the pool.
Oh, yeah. Tidehunter, wow. Tidehunter versus Wisp. That's been a while.
All we need is Kanka.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm thinking about either Troll or Sven. Sven seems like a better idea.
10 seconds remaining.
Especially against Tidehunter, because he can just go in with a BKB and just chop him.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think as a Troll you're a little bit more affected by Tidehunter's Anchor Smash and Kraken Shell. Sven doesn't care as much about that.
Yeah, and the Troll's BKB comes later than Sven's, usually, plus Sven farms more, especially when Io stacks the jungle.
I'm a little bit concerned about both those heroes not being able to contest. I mean, honestly, I'm not sure if you're not really going to be able to contest this Roshan. Now that I think about it, you've got Ursa and Tidehunter, right? Tidehunter just kind of like parks himself in front of the Roche pit while you're doing it. So I think you probably don't even consider
5
that. You
seconds
just say,
remaining.
look, we're gonna have to give up that first one most likely. Lone Druid.
That's the hero I didn't see from what, a long time ago. I don't even remember seeing it in the summit.
Yeah, last time we were really seeing was just when Liquid
Liquid,
was running.
yeah.
Nobody's else really taken that those steps. So is this Lone Druid mid against Lina? Because I know that matchup is pretty favorable for Lone Druid.
So, well, it's Dandy, Queen of Pain,
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna do the normal lanes.
probably. Well, Lone Druid against Tidehunter does well. Also, it's hard to lane pretty much any hero against Bane. I expect actually Bane to start
10
at the mid
seconds
lane, just
remaining.
harassing Lina.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a 90 pure
5
damage,
seconds remaining.
which heals up for 90.
That makes me think that
Damage
Snakeo's
as
gonna
well.
be in with the Earthshaker, right? Because Bane is better mid lane bully, and Lone Druid doesn't really like. What are you gonna do with Lone Druid against Tidehunter? That's not really gonna do a whole lot. So he could give General a helping hand if they go like boots first plus the tether. It's gonna be hard for the Ursa to actually get the kill on General that he really wants.
Well, General isn't known as one of the good offlaners. Kind of fallen off before the new Navi form, but now he's on top of his game actually.
So
holding
who
the
are
Navi.
some of the bad offlaners from CIS Lost, huh?
I'm not gonna talk about that. Let's focus on the good ones. Well, he's gonna get lane back with Earthshaker. And the kill potential from Nyx, Ursa,
Prepare for battle.
still good from Vega.
I should not have put this fruit snack in my mouth. That was a bad idea. If you hear any chewing sounds for the next 30 seconds, I'm
Juju
sorry.
fruits.
I just saw it and I was like, ooh, strawberry.
So we have the Poor Man's Shield Nyx Assassin as position 4.
Yeah, because I think that's because he wants to park himself in mid lane, right?
I'm not sure how much he can harass Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
He can get close to her.
Especially
Probably
with
just
this.
wants to harass Earthshaker, I guess.
So you think Viper's going to be top lane then with the Bane?
Well, they might actually, what they might actually do is
30
try to put
seconds
Nyx
to
Assassin on bottom. Look at Tidehunter's build. Quelling Blade, 8 tangos, healing salve. He might just start in jungle, but I don't think that's gonna happen. One of the options they have. Considering Nyx Assassin has Poor Man's Shield plus 1 more shared tango.
You think this is better, the double chair tangos, instead of getting the Ring of Protection? They'll go into your Iron Talon anyway, gives you some base armor.
Yeah, I think
The
the
battle begins.
ring is better because you can still bring tangos if it's needed.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see what Nyx Assassin's gonna do. Oh,
Looks like Afterlife might try and cut the creep
Yep.
wave here, so he's not faced in that. Really annoying 1v1 right away. And
they actually managed to snipe the top rune, so it's 3 runes for Navi.
There's Afterlife, pulling away. Not that Lone Druid's gonna care too much, he's very content.
Nyx Assassin with mana burn on mid.
Isn't that just gonna be undone by Taneko with the bottle? Feels like this presence in the mid lane is just not going to do much against Wisp. And then we've got now Viper in top lane where he's going to be able to kind of bully this Ursa. I think that's one of the best things. Ursa goes completely uncontested. You know, 1v1s, he's just going to destroy you. But if you can actually put pressure on him, he's a relatively easy hero to actually kill pre-level 6.
Well, yeah, especially Shaker, Bane is a strong lane, but Bane might need the last hit some. The Shaker has, what, 4 Fury Swipe stacks already. The bottom lane is of my concern for Tidehunter. Pyket's gonna have pretty much a free farm on bottom lane.
Yeah, it's already a little bit difficult for our Tidehunter as he's trying to last hit underneath tower without Anchor Smash. A little bit later on, oh man, once they get to like level 3, this lane's gonna be really difficult. Viper could always come in. It's really expensive, but maybe a potential kill setup. You know, go for the Nightmare into the Enchant Totem, Aftershock stun.
Yeah, and they're gonna have a level 2 Brain Sap. That's 160 pure damage, plus heal on him.
Gonna get some damage onto Viper now. Is gonna be forced to throw up a very expensive sleep. Body block, general. In general, it's just gonna cost them a lot of their regen, but it's actually poor little Ursa who has to run himself away here.
Tidehunter actually doing really well on the bottom lane. Has 2 levels in Kraken Shell, just to not get damage from the bear and the right clicks from the hero.
Yeah, I'm surprised that even under tower he's able to get more last hits than Pike has. It's pretty much neck and neck so far. Earthshaker's doing pretty well for himself, 9 and 3. Viper's gonna be gone on here. Slowed down a little bit, but not nearly enough. They do have a Brain Sap coming up as well, so Viper's burned through all of his regen, though. May have to end up taking a step back to base, as there's still another 2 minutes for the Shrine.
Yeah, it should be good. Just to give General some XP, the lane is gonna be pushed at the tower, and he should be careful. Okay, there's no mana on Rubik as well.
So both our supports.
None of the heroes here have any regen left.
Are these lanes, like, who do you think's winning? I can't really tell, because, you know, bottom just seems to be kind of CS traded, that's fine. Mid lane should be kind of the same thing, because Nyx Assassin and Whis are kind of canceling each other out. Looks like Lina's suffering a bit right now, but later on we'll just have Dragon Slave CSing, so...
Seems like pretty even game so far. Once Bane is back onto the lane on top, they have a good kill potential. Ursa brought some of the regen for himself.
It's actually going to be a lot of damage on Silent if he actually gets the double enchant totem
Yeah,
hit.
this is the
Plus
first
the
blood.
Fisher, first blood comes the way of Viper. Brain
Radiant's
Saps.
top tower is under attack.
Viper is playing all these weird heroes. Seems like he has a large hero pool.
Oh, G's actually in some serious trouble. The Wisp Balls are going to help bring him low enough. Zneko is able to claim that kill. So the dual lanes all of a sudden working out big time for Na'Vi against Vega Squadron.
Yeah, well, Wisp does so much more in the laning phase, especially, I mean, it's a hero versus one hero, but he has a bottle just to heal up himself, plus Vein of Pain.
The level 5 is now here. Life is going to be a bit more difficult for Afterlife, but he's still got a healing salve and Shrine to work off of, so... And he's going to have his Arcane Boots. Yeah, he actually does just fine in this 1v1.
Would you expect that? I would not expect Tidehunter to do so. Well, probably
yeah,
because of the
not
pool.
this well. Yeah, I would have expected him to have a little bit more trouble. Mostly in the CS department, but... We also had no support interference from the get-go to get the Lone Druid like a slight lead to start with. Just because Viper started up at that top lane, helping out the Earthshaker from the get-go.
Yeah, and look at the Queen of Pain build now. 2 null talismans, magic wand, plus raindrop, plus fairy fire, plus wisp bottle. I mean, she's so hard to take down. They can easily actually dive the mid.
Yeah, we've seen Denny in this mid lane. He can play just super aggressive because he knows has the wisp behind him and already this innate tankiness. This is the beginning of the classic snowball, right? You start getting tanky because of your early null talismans. Next thing you know, you've got a veil, so you're doing crap tons of damage. Don't really care too much about physical damage either, thanks to the upgraded armor.
Yeah, that's the thing. He has a Wisp as partner, so he doesn't have to go for bottle right away. Maybe he still needs to get it a bit after. Alright, Tide just hit level 6. Pyket has no mana and didn't scale through form, so if they rotate with, let's say, a Nyx Assassin, they can get a kill on him.
By the way, he's rotating up to the top lane. Looks like he might be able to catch General, but his leap actually goes down from Viper just in time, but it's still not enough thanks to the telekinesis. They will manage to get that kill. My bad. I wonder if he thinks he should have slept silent instead to stop the telekinesis and then just hope the Earthshaker dodges the stun.
Top tower
Probably.
is under attack.
But I don't know. That Nyx Assassin level 1, that Nyx Assassin in general, Impale, seems such a weird spell, so hard to hit.
I'm actually surprised that Nyx Assassin has been such a big core position simply because the Impale is low range and hard to hit. One hell of an animation to it. Snakeo's actually going to come in, loops himself onto the bear to be able to get all the Wisp Balls onto Afterlife, bringing it pretty low, but they're not getting lucky on the Entangled, so Afterlife is going to be able to limp away with just 180 HP.
Yeah, he didn't even skill Ravage, he went for 3 in Anchor and 3 in Kraken.
I mean, I'm done with that, right? You're not going to rotate out of this lane. Most likely, you're going to stay here till probably
76 minutes.
Yeah, get your mech. Snako going to be caught by G. He gets a little bit of vengeance for all that annoying wisp play that's been happening in the mid lane. Looks like they're also trying to set up at top lane. The support is gone. They could actually kill the Ursa here. Get the sleep off.
It's a level 3 Aftershock.
See, they're going to go for Fissure Enchant Totem hit, or just the Enchant Totem hit into Fissure, right click, and that is going to be enraged, but maybe Snake can finish him off. Wisp Ball is still enraged, now it's gone, and nails him with the last ball. 3-2 now. Na'Vi taken an early laning phase lead, but Vega Squadron not too far behind.
That's a good gang setup from a Bane, but look at the heroes. Bane's not gonna... He's gonna have a hard time actually getting that Fiend's Grip off.
Yes, for sure.
So much stuns.
You can't even throw it on Nyx Assassin for fear of just straight up getting Spike Carapace. Can't really do it to the Tidehunter because of Kraken Shell. So there's 2 members he can't actually just do it to. Later on, it's going to be Aghanim Scepter for Ursa. And then, then you've got both Lina and Rubik, who are really the only targets. Top lane. All right, looks like we're going to have another kill on this Ursa. They actually try and scare him up. They do manage to get off the Enrage. That is going to be kind of troublesome because Afterlife's here. He's got the Ravage too, but he's blocking our Ursa from being able to actually go onto the Earthshaker. Seneko hits him a couple times more. They are going to be able to get the stun onto General before he completes his TP. Didn't actually wander deep into the jungle and try and TP out, so he will be caught. That bit of aggression coming out from Na'Vi is immediately resounded by Vega Squadron's rotation.
Yeah, it seems like they didn't time the Fissure and the Enchant Totem right away. Didn't stun lock him, so he could have pulled Enrage off.
Can you Savage Roar Nightmare off?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Because that was also something that Pycat tried to do. He tried to Savage Roar on the Nightmare.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
If he had held that and used it for after the Enchant Totem hit, just to give a little bit of more of a window for the Fissure, that could have created a chain stun opportunity. Little mistakes. Na'Vi does cost them. So it's pretty big. I mean, they really want to keep this Ursa down. They lost their Earthshaker, who's been doing so well for himself, was well on his way to getting Blink Dagger after Treads. Now that's going to be stalled up a bit.
Well, at least Silent and Nyx Assassin are getting some levels, 1 on mid, 1 on the bottom lane, because it's a free lane.
Regeneration.
Not anymore.
Fiver's actually going to try and set something else. TPs. No level 6 either for the Wisp. Oh, he does have level 6, but he's not partnered with anybody. That will be a kind of a problem for Vega Squadron later on to the game, that they do have this great setup for relocate.
Yeah, sleep into relocate.
Oh, they managed to get the stun there onto the balls, but it's not quite enough burst damage, and they're actually going to kill the Nyx Assassin instead. Seneko stays alive. They actually clip G with the ultimate from Dendi. He turns around, managed to kill the Wisp, but now it's maybe G in trouble. Dendi has no mana. He actually has 1 more second for the blink out. Is going to be able to make it away just ahead of the LSA, and that means we are not going to be able to chase him down, doesn't look like, as much as they want to. There's still
nice stun from Lina there, or you can say bad positioning from Io. He just went into LSA.
Aloha Dance is about to finish up his Vlad's, so Roshan is available. Are you a fan of this build, by the way? The Vlad's build on Ursa as opposed to the Morbid Mask into like an earlier Blink?
Well, the game's not going well for him, so I think just the Mask would have been better. Finish the Blink so he can actually do something and then upgrade it into Vlad's if it's needed.
I think the early Morbid Mask, I think you're right, like it changes, it gets you out of that laning phase area, right? Once you get that Morbid Mask, you can spend more time in the jungle because at that point in time you're also a threat for Roshan, so just being off map is going to force the enemy to do certain things.
Well, yeah, it's 1.2k gold to invest in Headress and Ring of Basilius, so it delays your dagger a lot.
Blink, dagger, 1,000 gold away for the Earthshaker.
I love the build on Earthshaker though, with power threads. And once he gets to level 10, that's plus 20 strength. Becomes a tank as well.
Sioma, ooh, misses the stun there. Pycat, they're actually have the Bear be gone on as well. The Fiend's Grip turnaround, they're going to go on to G with the Wiz relocating Dendi in. They have a great setup opportunity here. Sioma does manage to get a little bit of time there from the Spike Carapace, but is still going to end up going down. Tried to play for a quick kill onto the lone Druid, gets turned around on by the Wiz relocate.
Vega needs to be careful about positioning and that relocate whenever it's up. They need to have an answer, probably have a Tidehunter trying to bait with someone. They don't have the real answer for the relocate. No big spells. If they just try to go on, let's say, Lina, Rubik, even Ursa, that hero's probably gonna die.
Seems like this whole lineup is going to be forced to 5-man quite a bit for Vega Squadron. Just because, I mean, the relocate outnumbers you, but also if you split push, you get caught by Earthshaker or Bane. It's going to lead into a relocate follow-up. It guarantees the kill. There are not going to be a whole lot of opportunities for Vega Squadron to farm efficiently around the map, which is why they really needed to win their laning phase, right?
Yeah, they still need levels on their heroes to be efficient. Okay, Ursa just finished Vlad's. Tidehunter has ulti, so we can expect them to force a roach fight.
Yeah.
That's the way to get back into the game for them.
Maybe they get that Aegis, then they can turn it into a push onto the mid lane or something. Bottom, we did have Sioma actually getting a solo kill onto Seneko. Good pick off there. Our Tidehunter is actually going to go for the 50 damage opposed to the 150 health. I feel like that's pretty acceptable since you're not often the target. If he was dealing with maybe like a Disruptor, you know, like an AoE silence that they could actually burst the Tidehunter down before he gets off Ravage, then maybe the HP would be of more concern. There really isn't anything like that. It's not easy.
Yeah, I don't know, Tidehunter will not be in front lines trying to deal damage. Header goes in and then has to go back. I tried it a few times, you can't get any hits off. We'll see how that works then.
Oh, you don't like the 50 damage?
It looks good on the paper though. Yeah. Let's see if the damage can help him.
He just chases them away. 4 bottom from the side of Navi after they took that tier 1 tower top.
There's a blink on Earthshaker already. 15 minutes in, that's a good timing though.
It's pretty good timing to maybe make some sort of smoke play. Well, they actually smoke without the Earthshaker here. He's going to TP in behind the tower. They do manage to catch the Nyx Assassin. Fiend's Grip Telekinesis.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Man, Echo Slam there, but unfortunate timing for him.
So what, they lost both the Queen of Pain and the follow-up
and the
Earthshaker.
Earthshaker. Yeah, Earthshaker and Queen of Pain couldn't get any spells
Radiant's
off.
bottom tower is
Rough.
under attack.
What a timing.
Yeah, what a time for disconnect. Well, at least Vega Squadron, they did get the safe lane tower out of that, but it does mean they're not going to be able to immediately take Roche anytime soon with the Ravage on cooldown.
Yeah, but the thing is, for Navi, Blown Druid still didn't die, and he's pretty much free farming, sitting on top of the network, getting close to that relic.
Yes.
Bloodstone almost here for the Lina. This is very critical timing for Vega Squadron coming up here in like 5 minutes. That's the...
Yeah, if they can get Blink Dagger on Ursa in the next couple of minutes, 2 minutes, and try to force 1, maybe even 2 fights before Radiance is up, just to secure the Roche as well, it could go well for Vega.
Yeah, they get the Blink, they get Roshan, they get Aegis, they bully Na'Vi, take some towers, win some fights, some Bloodstone charges. Next thing you know, you're going to have a Shadowblade Lina who's actually a threat to Queen of Pain, the Wisp, Earthshaker, Lone Druid. All those heroes are actually going to be threatened by, you know, a farmed Lina.
Yeah, well, this is the thing with Vayne I was talking about. He's level 7 right now, 2k net worth, and the hero is not gonna grow. I mean, he's gonna sit on that pretty much. That's why I think the mana boots is not a good investment for that hero. Maybe just try to get a Staff of Wizardry and just upgrade it to a 4-staff later on if it's needed. Or whatever, just get a medallion, whatever, just get those early items, I guess, cheap items.
I actually am having a hard time thinking of a worse Bane lineup. You know?
It's
like, he's
hard to
versus
play.
Rubik, so free Fiend Script steal whenever he wants. There's a bunch of stuns. There's 3 heroes he really can't Fiend Script for a variety of reasons. It's such a hard game. Oh, God. All right, he's going to be able to get to sleep on the Tidehunter. That'll allow his
That's
team
a
to set
solo
up.
Tidehunter with enemy force.
Yeah, what's, yeah. It's going to take a little while to kill him, actually. Maybe. Oh, God, the Ravage actually went out there. Dendi, he has his ultimate. He has the Blink. If he wants to, he can go for it. He's going to let it loose. It's barely enough to pick off Afterlife. But here comes a turnaround sound until General comes in. Hits the combo onto 2. Manages to finish off 1 before he dies. The turnaround scream there from the Rubik as he died, but still,
Meanwhile,
they're going to move forward and try and finish off Zeom the Slayer. Not quite able to do it.
Meanwhile, Ursa is doing Roche.
Oh. Aloha Dance sneaking it in here. Popsy in rage. Na'Vi, you probably heard that roar, and they're like, oh, he's in Roche, but it's too late. Maybe they can still catch him, though.
Shrine ready. 40
the
seconds.
Orchid, they should be able to take life number 1. Let's see if Vega Squadrons can square up.
He doesn't have an end range.
No Enrage, no Ravage. Toss back of the bear. Dendi actually sidesteps that one. Meanwhile, G comes in, almost finished off Seneko. It's the Fade Bolt that managed to get that kill, though. And they do manage to take away that Aegis from Aloha Dance, but don't manage to actually bring him down that second time. So now Vega Squadron are going to be able to take that mid tower, it's looking like.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Still no Ravage for 80
Radiant's
seconds.
middle tower is under attack.
I think Vega wants to fight still. Lone Druid
Radiant's
is
middle
gonna get
tower
the
is
Radiance from this wave.
Better if you're Na'Vi just wait out that Radiance. It's such a huge peak. The Spear Bear is still going to be really tanky, and the Radiance damage over time is going to be very impactful this early on.
So Ursa is forced to go for a BKB. He can't afford to bash, let's say, because Vayne, Earthshaker, also Radiance miss, so he can't blink.
Yeah.
That should help.
So now with that Radiance, does he have it or it's coming in? It's coming in there. They're gonna push for mid. Try
Dire's
and
middle tower
even
is
things
under
out.
attack.
Their mid tier 1 tower was just taken. Afterlife still another 20 seconds until that Ravage is up. Trying to get some damage onto the bear here. Much damage as they can. Lycan still has an extra box. Not sure if this is really the fight G Message Voice want to be able to take. They're going to go on to the Wiz here. Blow up Seneko. Nice and easy. No real committal so far from Vega Squadron. They're going to start streaming forward. They actually managed to kill the bear as well.
And this is why Next Assassin is one of the best position 4 heroes. So easy to set up a gang, especially against the Radiance carriers. Just use Carapace and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, any like AoE, uncontrollable damage, Queen of Pain, Wisp, these kind of heroes.
Did you just say
Fisher.
uncontrollable damage?
I mean, you know what I mean, right?
I know what you mean,
I
but
know, yeah.
usually we hear about unhealable damage.
I like to call it irreparable just because it's an actual word, but I don't know. Uncontrollable is also a real word, so Only real words being used here, Lacoste.
You should get a chat wheel with uncontrollable damage.
But it's nice, right? Nyx Assassin can basically get the 5 seconds out. They're going to jump here onto Podcat, blow him up. The Ravage being used there. I guess a little bit of safety just to make sure he does actually go down. Oh my god, General just comes in on 5-man Echo Slam with a follow-up Fissure. They're going to be able to take 3 and see what else they can get. Clean up. What else are you going to be able to get? Dendy jumps forward, does manage to catch Afterlife here. They try and turn, manage to get the stun there. G is already back with Bloodstone. Minds go on to General, but asleep, and now the heal coming out from Sineko. General's just going to die 2 times in a row here. Doesn't actually save anybody. He managed to get the Bloodstone suicide off, but still, he is now down to 10 Bloodstone charges. Na'Vi, huge win after what was supposed to be a big-time pickoff on Pycat.
Remember what I told you about good offlaner in CIS? There you go. Well, this is not a spot you want to fight against big AoE ultis. I mean, both of them have it. They already used Ravage, and then they just clumped up there for like. There's not much space on that ramp.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to Lina. She didn't die the first time.
Yeah, I looked at that 10 Bloodstone charge and I was like, oh, I guess he didn't die. But that can't be true, right? He really didn't die?
He didn't die. It was a 5-man Echo.
Too bad we don't have an instant replay for that one, because where the hell did he go? Oh, what a big hit from General. I'm guessing Afterlife looked at that and said, I need to use Ravage in case of relocate out. You know, that's kind of play. You get this big AoE stun. Wisp isn't able to tether relocate whatever hero they're going on away, but the result was it only hit the Lone Druid, who was going to die anyway.
Yeah, it was a solo Lone Druid there pretty much until team backed him up. They need to be careful after they use Ravage, not about the positioning. They just need to not be at the same place, or just keep an eye with the Nyx Assassin on Earthshaker. Now he has a 4-staff, so he can even save someone who's hit by Impale or LSA.
Na'Vi are still not up, surprisingly. I'm not sure how the hell they aren't up gold or experience after that fight, but they do feel strong enough to be able to defend these towers. So they're going to keep that offlane and tower chased away by Pycat's Baron.
That's a full BKB on Dendy. But that changes a lot. I mean, there's no real right click besides Earth. Okay, Lina deals some damage, but still in a big 5 versus 5 team fight, it's gonna be hard to control Queen of Pain.
Yeah, he just kind of jumps forward as long as he Shadow Strikes the bear. He doesn't have to worry. The big thing I think is, like, you don't have to worry about that annoying Nyx Assassin, right? Sonic Wave that goes out, that's always going to be Spike Bear base. Oh, Sioma! He doesn't throw out the stun.
I guess he was deciding whether he wants to hit him from Vendetta. It's pretty much always better just to stun, but there was a Wiz behind him, so I think it would not be enough damage.
Nice play there from Silent, had the TP. He does defend against the relocate attempt. Jump here in the middle lane. Oh, an Enchant Totem lead in from General. Still has the Echo Slam to work off of if he wanted to throw it out, but didn't feel like the damage was going to be forthcoming with only Sineko immediately behind him.
Talent 3 on Bane. Plus 200 mana. Now he has 1000 mana. When is he going to use that?
He really does not need those Arcane Boots.
Either that or he needs plus 6 armor. But the other talents, plus 250 health, cast range. Well, the level 20 is a good one.
Yeah, he's got some decent later game ones, but feels like he's just still such a bad mid-game hero.
You need to have the perfect positioning from that hero. Have to see what was used in a team fight to know when you can actually use the Fiend's Grip. I mean, that hero could get some buffs, to be honest.
Idling with the Guardian Greaves. Echo Slam immediately used. They have to follow up, but now the Ravage comes in. Sioma also follows that one up on Fear Shaker. Gendy does manage to get off his VKB. It's not going to save General's life, of course, as he's going to be comboed up by G. Survivor. Not going to be gone on, but does get his Nightmare stolen by Silent, which may be a nice little ability to have.
Oh, Roche may respawn in 5 seconds. If it respawns right now, we'll see.
Radiant's bottom
that
tower
Roshan?
is under attack.
Oh, 2 minutes.
158. So, fortunately for Na'Vi, don't have to worry about Vega Squadron immediately falling into the pit. Vlad's now complete for Pycat. Trying to get his full set of Lone Druid items, Vlad's AC, the Aura, and Radiance.
Still waiting to see 12 slotted.
12 slotted Lone Druid?
Yeah. Needs to be a, what, 90-minute game probably. Even longer.
I think you gotta go probably, I would say at least 100 minutes, if not 2 hours.
Lord of the Rings, Dota.
No sense. BKB now complete for the Ursa. I mean, if Vega Squadron don't start making things happen soon with this lineup, like they have the Blink Dagger, they have the BKB, the Shadow Blade's up on G, like they've got to start forcing some good team fights, and from there turn that into control that allows the Shadow Blade Lina to play for pickoffs, because I don't think they really want to go late game.
Against Lone Druid, Queen of Fane, Earthshaker. They still have decent with Lina, but Ursa kinda falls off.
Yeah. I think Lina would probably be pretty decent late game carry against Lone Druid because he can just right-click down the bear so easily, but our Ursa would be a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah, Ursa has no items. He has BKB, Blink, that's pretty much it.
10k net worth, while both the Lone Druid and the Queen of Pain well ahead of him.
Ravage is gonna be up when Roche.
Oh, no!
Dunked.
Oh, best offlaner CIS. 5-man dunk to 0-man dunk. There is no greater hero
Did
to
he just
zero
pause
moment
the game?
than that.
I think that had something to do with the Echo Slam, just to tilt them.
Yeah. Just lie and say, oh, technical difficulty or something. Spilled my water.
Now it's an easy Roche for Vega, because he missed that Echo Slam. Oh god.
Hero to 0, baby. Hero to 0. Vega Squadron, perfect time for them to make things happen. They'll get an Aegis and cheese. I'm sure G will be happy about it. Cheesy treat.
Well, Ursa was kind of selfish at the start. Didn't even want to hand the cheese to.
Oh, what's the team doing right now? They look a little like they had two different minds there. We had our Rubik and Tidehunter immediately like booking it up to the top lane with their smoke, while Queen of Pain, or sorry, Lina, actually backed off and just wanted to play the farm game for now.
Money to burn.
I'm getting annoyed by this Bane. Actually, like, why would you pick that hero? You know this is gonna happen. Like, you have a hero who's just sitting there in the forest doing nothing, and if the game continues, he's gonna do that for the next couple of 20 minutes.
Pycat saved by Seneko. Good pullback there, Seneko. He'll still be giving away a Bloodstone charge to the Lina, most likely. Oh, actually, maybe they get a pick off here. They have an Invis as well as a Vendetta. Who are you gonna set up right here? Sioma and Slayer. There's the whisk kill. They're gonna try and burst down Biver. Looks like, oh, he just used Brain Sap too. That's perfect. They needed the extra burst damage, and they get it too. So now General, a little bit too slow on the Fissure to be able to save that support. So both supports down on the side of Na'Vi. Vega Squadron still struggling to maintain like real control of the map because this Lone Druid is so fast at being able to push out the waves.
Yeah, but look at the Tidehunter. He's level 18. He has a decent farm. Once he gets 4 staff, it's gonna be easy to take pretty much anyone down. Is that the only 4 staff on his team? Yeah.
Oh, Slayer gonna be able to get the follow-up stun there, and the Ravage. That's a 2 for both Queen of Pain and the Wisp go down. Blink forward, looking for General. It's Blink for Blink, 1 step ahead though.
We were talking about Vega going into a super late game with Refresher on Tide. They might not even worry about that.
Yeah, that's true. They've got really good control for the Spirit Bear too. Looking at this, they've got Gush Anchor Smash, but it's the Nyx Assassin. Every fight is guaranteed 5 seconds of stun, right?
Yeah.
Radiance into the Spike
Plus
Carapace,
Lina with 150 attack range, and look at the damage Lina deals just from the right clicks.
Yeah, already sitting at 200.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Does he need the Silver Edge this game? I don't think so, right?
Nah,
So it'd just be
Radiant's top tower has
probably a
fallen.
waste of money
Yeah.
if the game drags, so he's gonna have to sell it anyway.
This is the point where you start looking towards damage now, right? You've got your defensive item in BKB, you've got your hunting Shadow Blade with the Bloodstone.
Yeah, he has AC queued up.
Radiant's
BKB is
top
all
tower is under
already
attack.
there, 10-second BKB, so he doesn't have to worry about Bane, Queen of Pain, Radiance, only if he's surprised by a
Dire's
Echo
bottom
Slam from
tower has
Earthshaker.
fallen.
You know you're in
Radiant's
trouble when
top
you're
tower
relocating
is
the
under
backdoor
attack.
tier 1s. That
Radiant's
is
top tower has fallen. Dire's middle
Feel
tower
bad.
is under attack.
Meanwhile, Vega Squadron feeling pretty good. Sioma, the Slayer, already has the Old Scepter. So now that that problem that we were talking about of trying to lead off with the Impale, no longer as big of an issue. He can set himself up.
So use Invis, set it up with the Yules, and just to land the perfect stun.
I mean, you probably Vendetta hit the Yules, but you know, if you want the ultimate security, better not screw this one up. Invis Yules.
What do you have to say about Bane?
You're just not gonna go away from him, are you? You just want us to pummel on poor Bane until nobody picks this hero ever again. They look for the extra kill. And they got Viper there, like his TP's already done. We don't care about that. We want that extra hero kill. Don't manage to get it though.
Well, I remember during the summit, Virtus Pro picked Bane, ended up the same way, but actually Solo was buying a lot of time for his team.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I am not a fan of the Bane.
Not a fan of that hero that has to die so that your team has the space to farm.
Yeah, I mean, if you were gonna have one of those heroes, then you might as well have something that scales or has a chance of doing something useful with his ultimate. Like at least Crystal Maiden can sometimes get off a big freezing field, you know?
Yeah.
He can push out waves with Crystal Nova or something. Hey, there's Bane. Like, what does he do? Brain Sap and Creep? That's really not fast wave pushing. He's gonna get a 1-second Fiend's Grip. Might as well not be an ultimate at that point. Are you happy now, Lacoste?
17 CS on Bane. Even Nyx Assassin has lower CS than Bane. 13 against 17.
That is impressive. Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of your job, right? You have to Vendetta and scout things all the time.
Yeah. We missed a kill on Io though.
I did not miss the kill. I just decided it wasn't important enough to talk about it. I just showed it on screen.
There's the Aghanim Scepter we were talking about, so Ursa doesn't have to fear the Fiend's Grip. Also, he can remove the Silence from Queen of Pain. He can remove pretty much everything. Earthshaker just popping random dots.
Pykat's fully committed to the rat. He's getting an Aghanim Scepter too.
Well, I guess that's their only option. I don't think they can fight anymore. And what is that? Is that full Shiva's Guard on Tidehunter? Oh, no, he actually bought a gem.
It's about the right timing, right? Vega Squadron is so strong at this point in the game that they know Na'Vi can't really contest, so it's all about just crowding out the map. Making sure there's no vision, that Na'Vi feel comfortable pushing out, or if they do, it's always risky. But they are always being able to split push out the map with this Radiant Spirit Bear and Earthshaker spending his time in the trees, occasionally popping out.
Yeah, you either have Earthshaker in the trees or Bane just AFK in the trees, pretty much.
Don't worry, guys, I got this way. Brain Sap! He can Nightmare another one, too. That's the real value. Afterlife looking for his Ravage opportunity. They don't see anyone pushing into that offlane camp. I think they're just trying to bait out mid right now.
There is the
Money to burn.
AC fully finished on Lina, and he goes for Crystallis. I talked to Grant a little bit during the NA. They tend to go for more defensive items on Lina, like Shiva's Guard, Lincoln Spheres. I mean, it depends on the game, but you hit level 25 pretty early in the game, so getting that Crystallis, that extra damage.
General, you just screwed up real badly. They had the sentry there, he saw the Nyx Assassin, and he tried to go for the Enchant Totem right-click into Enchant Totem cast again to get the stun, and instead he got Spike Carapace. If he just commits Echo Slam, maybe he kills the Nyx Assassin, chain stuns him, kills him, and he can blink out. But now he's dead, no defense. Vega Squadron immediately go to the high ground. They've already taken a Bane kill as well, not that it matters.
Yeah, they need to defend the top lane. Spirit Bear is already there. They still don't have an Aghanim Scepter. Oh, they're just gonna go for the shrines, I guess, and wait for the next Rosh. Rosh might respawn in 2 minutes. Just get rid of the vision with that valuable gem on Tide.
Man, you talk General up that 5-man Echo Slam, and then
I
ever
love
since,
to jinx it.
You jinxed the hell out of him. I'm gonna tell them. When they lose this game, I'm gonna tell them, go ahead and write a handwritten thank you note to Lacoste for jinxing the shit out of you.
Well, if they got a good Echo there, they could have gotten the pick off, the one they missed, and the Roche was alive there, right?
Yeah. You know how many Na'Vi fans there are out there in Lacoste? I don't know if you know this, but you probably want the community on your side as a caster. You just pissed off a whole lot of fans. They're like, my beloved Dendy isn't going to TI.
I'm a Na'Vi fan since, what? 2K10. Not a good time.
Wait, so you bandwagon them after they won TI? Is that weird?
Not a good time to be a Na'Vi fan.
Not anymore.
Hard times.
Falling on rough times. And it's about to get a whole lot rougher if Na'Vi get caught here. Again, Viver is whatever, right? He's not. It's a Bane. It's not a hero of impact. It's a large creep.
Well, I'm glad he has that 1000 mana pool. Doing so much casting those spells.
General, quick push through mid, and is going to blink back before Vega Squadron's smoke rotation can catch him.
With 4,000 gold on Ursa, he can just go for pretty much whatever he wants. MKB or a Basher, what do you think?
I kind of like the Basher at this point. Just get some threatening power to the Queen of Pain.
Is he gonna stay in there 3 seconds till Roche respawns?
Hell yeah. So Aloha dance. Get himself an Aegis. Pick up Abyssal. Oh yeah, you were talking about the Lina build?
Yeah.
Were you gonna say that you like the
I love the offensive build with Crystallis because she hits level 5 so fast with plus 40 and 4% Fiery Soul. I mean, I think she deals the most right-click damage in the game right now.
Yeah, I think it's silly to overly like Lincolns and AC or
yeah, I mean you have a Black King bar, you have a Bloodstone, you revive fast, you have a Shadow Blade. It's enough. I'm the one who builds the most defensive items like Blink, Force Staff, Fuel Scepter.
Yeah.
But When it's enough, it's enough. Yeah. It's time to deal some...
Oh, they force the blink out. That means Ursa is going to be able to jump onto Dendi here. The Shivas is going to be able to slow him down. The relocate is going to get him out of there. Let's see if actually Seneko can get out of here with the tether. They're going to be able to get the telekinesis. No, they're not even going to try. They're going to back out. They have a tier 2 to, well, not tower to defend, but creeps to defend against the split-pushing Spirit Bear. They do get it and save their creep wave in the process.
Alright, Ursa with the Purge. Or Diffusal Blade.
Okay.
What is that for? Does anyone have Ghost Scepter? No.
No. Ghost Scepter on, well, it removes Glimmer Cape, right? So you can, I think you can get it, like, as you're, you throw the Glimmer Cape and there's that Fade time, I think you can stop that, but...
I need to be super fast.
Doing it. What is the reason he's doing it? Why that over the lockdown of Abyssal?
Yeah. I can't find
that
any logic.
Does it purge off 9 rate?
Well, maybe.
Don't think it purges
if that's the
off
thing.
That's for sure.
It doesn't purge me, definitely.
Well, either way, roll hot dance.
Double damage Lina. It's gonna wear off pretty soon, but still look at the damage.
Cliff is going to protect against some of that damage. It's now away though. Melee Rax at half HP. If now V want to keep that up, they're going to have to initiate now. Fisher goes out. Melee Rax is down. And it looks like Navi just trying to buy time. Or maybe a better opportunity before they initiate.
Pycat first wanted to go for Mask of Madness and Syllabear, then for Deso. Now he wants to be sneaky, have Shadow Blade, turn off Radiance, go through the lane, I guess. Pop the Radiance, then just try to split push as much as possible, even though there's tier 2 and tier 2 on the bottom and on the mid actually. It's gonna be hard to do it.
Yeah, you don't have the real threatening power, right? The real threat is like, oh, I'm gonna take your tier 3 and something real is gonna be lost. Well, you just trade a tier 2 when you're going high ground as Vega Squadron, you don't care. Bear's gonna be caught out again. Bye, Bear. Get the damage on him, stop the recall, and that is now a Bear down. 2 minutes that Vega Squadron can take advantage of the one Bear policy for Pycat.
Yeah, they still have Vegas on Ursa plus Cheese on Lina. I think Vega wants to finish it right now. Or just try to force a fight, get the Raxes.
Fisher blocks.
Remember when this wasn't legal? In
Yeah. Yeah, there used to be that, like, you could actually get, oh, immediately removes the Nightmare. That's the power of an Aghanim Scepter for the Ursa. And, you see the dwindling power of the Bane.
That's the power of the Diffusal Blade in the backpack.
Fisher stolen for Silent, that's a big pickup. They are, Navi's just trying to buy time. They got the Spirit Bear coming in. They're going to have to initiate here if they really want to get something done at top. Stop these TPs back or something. They are going to be able to catch Silent, turn around, and Fisher as well. General's not going to be hit by that LSA. The Ravage is going to be able to catch the two of them, though. They're going to blow up the Wiz, starting first. Dendi pops his BKB and is forced away, unable to save General there.
No buyback on General.
Not enough being done here in the top lane. He took the tier 3, but no melee racks. So no real advantage being gained as Downton's going to be able to take the shrines anytime soon. Meanwhile, Vega Squadron just keep on racking it up. A 20,000 gold lead, 25k experience of Bloodthorn. Now for G, we got the Diffuser Blade from the backpack. Going to be dropped into his regular inventory sometime soon. I actually thought he lost the Aegis in that last fight, but I guess he didn't even die.
There it goes. Also Tidehunter with a cheese. Lina doesn't have any slots left. I mean, she can keep the cheese maybe. Use the cheese, then pop a BKB. Or just remove the Shadow Blade if she wants to play it safe.
Death and gold are linked. Double damage.
Alright, team. Na'Vi can no longer just trade away Raxes for the Spirit Bear split push. They are going to have to man fight Vega Squadron.
Ursa with a
Oh, Echo Slam actually laid out. They're going to try and blow up the Ursa, stop the cheese from being used, but a two-man stun comes out now. Both cores are down. Ursa comes in, rips apart Viver as well. Buyback comes out from Dendi. They are going to turn things around. It's actually the relocate forward here. Puts Pycat in a really terrible position where he is also going to die. No buybacks on any of these other heroes, so Na'Vi will call it. They are out of the TI qualifiers. Na'Vi, once the top of the CIS region, quickly filter to the bottom. Vega Squadron get themselves in for that top 4.
Sad day for Na'Vi indeed. This is gonna be the first TI without the Dendi, right?
Yeah. First TI without Ice Ice Ice, first TI without Dendi.
Well, maybe first TI without a Misery.
Could be, though they're looking pretty good so far.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah,
who do we have? We have CIS